If you've got chicken breast in your fridge and you want dinner really quick, but you want it to look kind of fancy without a whole lot of effort, this video is for you. Hey y'all, I'm Mandy, and this is Mandy in the Making.
What you making?
So this first one we're making is a creamy Tuscan chicken, and it's going to be all in one pot. I think all three of the recipes I'm making today are all in one pot. It's gonna take 30 minutes. Let's do it. A portion of today's video is kindly sponsored by Flav City. I will tell you more about them later. We're heating a large skillet to about medium-high heat. So we've got one large chicken breast that I've cut in half, and one half is a little bit thicker than the other half. So we're gonna pound that out just so it cooks evenly. That's something I've learned over the years for sure. You don't want one thicker, one thinner, because they're gonna end up at different times, and that's not what you want.
Right. Good stress management too.
It is. And then I like to do this right here and kind of see if they're the same thickness, and they are. So we're done there, so let's season these. So just a little bit of salt and pepper and garlic powder. And let's flip them and do the same thing on the other side. To our skillet, let's add about a tablespoon of butter, maybe a little less. And then we're also gonna add about the same amount of olive oil. We love this palmetto olive oil, and this is the Tuscan herb infused. And that's gonna go great with today's dish. So we're gonna let that cook on one side for 3 to 5 minutes. We're gonna let it get some good color on it before we flip it. Okay, it's been about 3 minutes, so let's flip these over. Look at that good color we're getting. There we go. So I think this one is done. I'm gonna go ahead and remove it to this cutting board to let it cool. We're gonna give this one another minute or so. We've got a little bit of oil left over. We're gonna add just a little more olive oil back in there, maybe another half a tablespoon or so. And we're only doing about 4 ounces of sliced mushroom because we're only making 2 chicken breasts. But if you're doing more, you might want a whole carton of sliced mushrooms. We're gonna let these saute for about 5 minutes. This has been cooking for about 5 minutes. They're nice and soft. I've got some chopped sun-dried tomatoes. Not usually my favorite thing. However, I've grown to kind of like them lately, so we're gonna try it. Let's put that in there. And then we also need to add some chopped green onion. We're gonna salt and pepper it, and we're gonna add in some garlic. Not all of this garlic. We got a little excited chopping up the garlic. We're gonna use some of it now, and then we'll use the rest of it in another recipe later. There we go. So let's let this cook for just a minute or two. Now to this, we're gonna add in about 3/4 cup of heavy cream. And then we're also gonna add in some Parmesan cheese, about 1/4 cup of shredded Parmesan cheese.
Babe,
Yeah?
This is gonna be so good.
It is.
I'm so excited about it.
Okay, we're gonna bring that up to a boil, which it pretty much kind of already is, but let's give it a second to truly simmer all the way through. Okay, we come up to that simmer. I'm gonna put this back down to about low, medium low. Let's stir it. And it's thickening up a little bit, which is what we wanted it to do. So let's throw in, we've got some chopped spinach gonna go in. We're gonna let that wilt. Okay, let's put our chicken back in. And I'm gonna flip it so it truly gets coated. We're gonna let that chicken just hang out there and warm back through for just a couple of minutes, and then we're ready to eat. That was easy.
Now
Hello,
this,
sir.
Hey, you did a good job.
It smells so
Look,
good.
This just looks amazing.
It really does.
And I'm surprised because of how easy it was.
Yeah. I mean, it looks way fancier than
Yeah.
you would expect with the minimal effort that we had to put in.
Right.
Yeah. We don't normally eat chicken breasts in this house. We are a thigh family, but I know a lot of people love chicken breasts, so here we go.
Unbelievable.
Yeah?
That is incredible.
I'm so happy.
That sauce, so flavorful. It's got this garlic, savory flavor to it. The salt is perfect.
Okay, here's my thoughts. You could double the sauce and put it over rice or noodles.
Yes.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. Like you could chop up the chicken.
So creamy and delicious. These mushrooms are amazing with this.
I'm so glad. I am so excited to dig in.
Baby, you've got to try this. That should be on a menu somewhere.
I was about to say, I would order this at a restaurant.
Yeah, for sure. The flavors, you can definitely tell that Tuscan herb infused olive oil just
it makes
adds
a difference.
So much flavor to that. It does have an Italian vibe to it.
For sure.
Yeah.
So This took less than 30 minutes to make. This is a huge winner.
Yeah, absolutely. Good job, babe.
Really quickly, I want to thank today's video sponsor, and that is Flav City. For over a year now, I've really tried to focus on my health. I've been working out more, and I'm making better for me swaps. My favorite swap that I've made lately are the Flav City all-in-one protein smoothies. These have really come in clutch when I'm leaving to go run errands, because I head out the door, I take this with me, and that way I'm not tempted to go through a drive-thru and get a treat that is probably gonna be a regret later. So instead, I just shake up my smoothie, take it with me, it keeps me full, and it satisfies my sweet tooth. Now, the great thing about this is not just a protein powder. This is a complete protein smoothie. I love it because it's made with real ingredients that you can pronounce. We're talking 100% grass-fed whey, fruit, collagen, even functional mushrooms. And one scoop gives me 25 grams of protein, 10 of those coming from collagen. For those of you who like to read labels like I do, when you see that term natural flavors, it should give you pause because they're not actually natural. Brands can add up to 100 chemicals to them, but Flav City does not do that. It is so quick to mix up because you don't even need a blender. I just pour my milk in my Flav City shaker bottle and then I add a scoop and shake it up. My favorite is the chocolate peanut butter. It feels like a total indulgence, but it's truly good for you. So if you've never tried Flav City's protein smoothies, or if you love them, now is the time to stock up. You can start the new year off right. Just click the link in my description box below and use code NYNYMandy and you're gonna save 15%. I love the vanilla cream and the chocolate peanut butter, but they have so many to choose from, so go check it out. Okay, back to cooking. For our next one skillet chicken meal, we are making lemon garlic chicken. This is gonna be a creamy lemon garlic sauce that goes on top of our chicken. It's gonna be so good. You can serve it over rice, do like we're gonna do, mashed potatoes. Let's do it. Let's preheat our skillet to about medium high. Also, we're preheating the oven. We've got it set to 375, so it's warming up now. We're making this recipe just with 2 chicken breasts, actually 1 large chicken breast cut in half. But the recipe, the original recipe, calls for 4 chicken breasts. However, we are not gonna cut the sauce in half today. Nope, we're doing the full amount because we want some for on top of our mashed potatoes. I'm gonna pound these out. They're pretty thick. Just a little bit of salt and pepper. Flip them and do it again. So we're gonna make some of the sauce right now. We've got about a cup of chicken broth in here. We need a couple of tablespoons of lemon juice. So I'm gonna squeeze that in. We've got minced garlic. We need about a tablespoon of that. And then we're gonna add in about a half a teaspoon of red pepper flakes. Let's whisk that together and we're gonna take it over to the stovetop. Now to our skillet, we need to add about a tablespoon of olive oil. I'm gonna use this garlic infused olive oil. So we're just gonna let these cook on each side for 2 or 3 minutes. We don't need to cook it all the way through right now. This is gonna finish up in the oven, so just a heads up. Also, to make it a true one skillet, it'd be great if your skillet can go from stovetop to the oven. Look at that color already. Been a couple more minutes. We're just gonna remove this to a plate. We're gonna set this to the side. We've got some diced shallot here. If you don't have shallot, you can use red onion if you need to. But we're gonna, also I moved this down to about medium. We're gonna put the shallot in and we're gonna add that chicken broth mixture that we made earlier. Now, if you've got any brown bits on the bottom, scrape that up at this point. And you want this to simmer. I'm gonna turn it back up just a little bit. You want this to simmer for like 10 minutes because you want it to reduce down a good bit. So let's set a timer so we don't forget. Okay, so we're down to about a third a cup of that liquid is remaining, which is what we want. We're gonna leave the eye on, but we're gonna move this off. To that, we're gonna add some butter. We're gonna let that melt. The thing is we don't want what we're about to do to come up to a boil. So that's why we removed it off of the eye, off of the heat for just a minute. And now we're gonna add in our heavy cream. I've got about a 1/4 cup. Let's whisk that together and take it back over here. We're just gonna let this heat for just a second while I put my chicken back in. Okay, this is going in our 375-degree oven for just about 5 minutes. We just wanna make sure that the chicken is done, and then that's it.
Cut into this here meat. This looks really good. I love sauces. It just makes it so much better, more flavor. Man, this is another home run. garlic, lemon, buttery, creamy sauce
Yeah.
with a kick of spice.
Good. Oh,
And
yeah, with
it's
the red
got
pepper.
some spice in it.
Okay, so if you want to dial down the spice, leave the red pepper flake out.
That lemon, that sauce is amazing.
Good.
Oh yeah, the shallots now.
Good.
Talking about enriching the flavor.
All right.
Just layers of flavor in this. That chicken is stupendous.
Okay, I'm going to eat this stupendous chicken.
I'm telling you what,
It does have a kick.
it's got a kick, doesn't it?
But that lemon, can't believe how easy that was for this many levels of flavor in there.
Right.
That's really good.
Yeah, this is a good one. Thank you, babe.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Hey, sweetheart, what are we making?
We are making a creamy tomato chicken skillet. Again, all in one pot. This one takes like 20 minutes, so very fast, which is good. I just went for a jog. I'm hungry. Let's make dinner. So my very kind sous chef has already pounded out our chicken for us. We've just got 2 chicken breasts, just like we've been doing. And again, we're just gonna salt and pepper them. It all starts the same way, doesn't it?
That's right.
Okay, since we're doing a creamy tomato, I figured this Tuscan infused olive oil would probably be good. So let's add this. We are preheating this skillet to about medium high. All right, let's add our chicken in. We're just gonna let these cook on each side for about 5 minutes. We pretty much wanna cook them all the way through. So let's check these out, see how we're doing. Oh, we got some color going on.
Oh yeah.
Okay, we're gonna remove these to a plate, set it to the side. In this, which is like really hot, I'm gonna turn it down to about medium. We're gonna add a few things. So we need to add a couple of tablespoons of tomato paste. So I'm just gonna squeeze that directly in here. Honestly, I'm gonna take it off the flame for just a second. There's 1. There's 2. Okay, we've got about 3 cloves of garlic going in, about a teaspoon of fennel seeds. Fennel seeds is new to me. And then this is optional, but we're gonna add in some red pepper flake, not a lot. Stir this around. We just want it to get fragrant. Now we're gonna add in a can of crushed tomatoes.
Look at you.
Telling you what, sometimes things get away from you. We do need this to come up to a simmer though, so I'm going to turn it back up to about medium, a little over. And we're gonna let this hang out. This needs to simmer for about 3 minutes. All right, let's add in a cup of heavy cream. I'll let that start to heat back up before I add in our Parmesan cheese. I've got a little over half a cup of Parmesan cheese. We're gonna add in about half of that right now. Let's also add in some black pepper. Finally, a few handfuls of chopped kale. We're just gonna let that wilt.
That is so pretty.
It is pretty. Okay, let's let that hang out for just a couple of minutes, and then we'll be adding our chicken back in. Okay, so that's all wilted down. Let's add just a little more salt, and we're gonna put our chicken right back in there. Put it in there with the juices, because might as well. That's always good flavor.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, if that doesn't make you hungry, I don't know what to tell you. That
It's gonna be delicious.
looks so good.
Yes.
And since our chicken is already cooked through, we're pretty much done. I'm just kind of letting the chicken warm back through for just a minute, but let's go plate up.
I'm excited again. Man, this looks and smells amazing.
It really does. So that was basil I was putting on at the very end along with some Parmesan, just so y'all know.
Different flavors.
Okay.
I mean, we've had 3 different chicken dishes, and this one does not disappoint.
Okay. Now,
Creamy tomato basil sauce. That's
so
what this is.
should definitely go with pasta for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, if you wanted to do some sort of starch, definitely pasta.
pasta.
Spaghetti. I mean, whatever you want. But yeah, this is really delicious.
Good.
Creamy. It's got this kale in it.
Yeah,
You know, I'm not big on kale,
right.
but this ain't bad.
It works.
Yeah.
Good.
I just want to drink that sauce.
Let's not do that. We do have some sauce left over, and I'm excited about it because I told him I was going to make some pasta tomorrow.
Man, and look at this. This is so thick. I'm the same way. You got to shake your head, then you got to nod. Yeah, right.
This is almost like a creamy tomato basil soup,
Yeah.
but just a little bit thicker,
Right.
along with your chicken.
Yeah. Super delicious.
Wow. As far as the three, I think the lemon one is my favorite.
Yeah.
But man, they're all so good in their own unique way.
I know.
Oh gosh, this is delicious and it's hitting the spot for sure.
Yeah, it's hard to rank these because they're so different.
They are all so different, but I tell you what, they were all very easy and they were all made
Yeah.
in one skillet. So that's
Easy
a win in my
cleanup.
book. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you have it. If you've got chicken breasts, you can make a really fancy looking dinner in 30 minutes or less in one skillet. Let me know below which one you plan to make first. Also, don't forget to check out Flav City. If you just click the link below, use my code NYNYMandy, you can save 15%. Thank y'all so much for being here, and I will see you next time. Bye, y'all.